Hey there, comic book fans. I am back from the comic shop again this week. Just walked in. A little low energy today, too. Need some water. 5 comics from my pull list and a couple of extras. And freebie. There's the first of the freebies, the Marvel Universe. Don't know what's in this. New Marvel stuff. Probably won't buy any of it, but I'll give it a look. Oh, there's a nice, I think that's what's his name? Mark Morales Spider-Man? Miles Morales, that's it. Miles Morales Spider-Man. Little Spider-Gwen, i.e. Spider-Woman. Ah, comic shop new. There's his name right there, Miles Morales. See that? I didn't even have to remember it if I looked at this one first. New comic shop news. And miles to go. And Pam Lyford is on this too, whoever that might be. DC has tapped Pam Lyford for the position of president, Warner Brothers Global Brands and Experiences. Oh, you can get Warner Brothers Experiences. Who knew that? Oh yeah, this just tells you what's coming out. See if there's anything interesting. Stuff is coming out. Okay, those are the 2 free. I was too lazy to pick up they had a DC freebie one too, but I was just too lazy to pick it up. But I did pick up an almost freebie. This is one of the comics, Battlestar Galactica 00, 35-cent comic. So it's one of their promo ones. Looks okay. The odds of me buying a Battlestar Galactica comic for more than 35 cents is pretty slim. But I'll give it a look for 35 cents. And the other almost freebie I got was another True Believers. What if the Avengers had fought evil during the 1950s? And I picked this up only because it was $1, because I bought this off the stands when it came out back in the 70s. I still have the issue on my shelf, but I kind of wanted to get a fresh new printing of it. I always liked this issue. This is one of those that started, who was it? Don Glut, Alan Kupperberg, and Bill Black, with Roy Thomas as concept and editing. Roy Thomas was obsessed with this 50s historical stuff. And this is one of the 2 what-ifs that became official Marvel canon. The other was what if the Avengers fought during... Or what if the Avengers didn't... Maybe it was just this one. I can't remember. But all the stuff that had... These are the Agents of Atlas. This is the beginning of the Agents of Atlas, which Marvel published, 10 years ago. Oh, see, there's the 50s... The 50s Avengers were invented for this, and then it became not a what if. It became official Marvel continuity. So, maybe I'll dig out the old one and we'll compare and contrast the printings or something. But I picked this was strictly. See, when comics are $1, you can make an impulse buy. Imagine that. All right, let us get into the real stuff, the stuff off my pull list, and we'll start with what's on top. Uber Invasion number 16. And I swear there's the covers what reflect what happened in the last issue. There was a death in the last issue. That made me really sad. I was like, So I don't want to open this up and give away too much. But like I said, last issue there was a death in it, or at least a seeming death. We'll have to see, because these Uber guys can be pretty tough. So, but yeah, it made me realize, I went, at the end of the last issue. And then there's I guess that was the helmet of the person who died, but I'm not sure. But if this cover should have been on last issue, foreshadowing what was going to happen, but instead it gives it just this issue. But Uber, one of my favorite books. What if at the end of World War II, there were superheroes invented, so the war goes on, and they're fighting it with superheroes. All right. The second one we got, The Walking Dead. Let's see, the last issue of Walking Dead, they made it back to this woman's, the the new city she runs, and there was a riot going on, and everybody was like, "What the?" There's a whole thing with police brutality going on in this that's not supposed to be happening in the Walking Dead age, but it is. So we'll have to see. I really enjoyed that It's funny, New World Order. That was the name of the story about the city where these people came from. These plastic stormtrooper guys. And they're trying to run their own society in this city, and Rick and his guys just kind of made contact with them. And they spent a 6-issue arc making contact and visiting the city. And now we've got more people visiting the city. So lots of visiting going on in The Walking Dead these days. Thief of Thieves. Issue number, what is this, 41? So we're at 41. So we're halfway through the final story arc. It was 2 years between the last story arc and this one, but they're wrapping up the whole series. Sean Martinborough art, always good. That's why I buy this. I'm a fan of Caper. Fan of Caper movies. There's not many Caper comics, but this is a Caper comic, so I've enjoyed it. Redmond, the Thief of Thieves, and he's forever pulling one more job. And then this is him getting his revenge on somebody who screwed these 2 Russian billionaires who really screwed him over and tried to have him killed in a Russian prison. And almost had him killed in a Russian prison. So he's getting... And there's lots of talking in this one. So if you don't like a comic with lots of talking, stay away from this story arc. There's lots of plotting, caper plotting, lots of talking, lots of how we're going to get our revenge on these 2 billionaires who are out of touch with everybody, so you can't really get to them. So look at lots and lots of talking, but I'm enjoying it. Like I said, last run. I look forward one day to sitting down and reading all of Thief of Thieves. A little more water. My throat's getting dry. I was talking a lot at the once again talking to my friend Rob, who I see every week. And there's this kid who's been showing up too, who's about, I don't know, anywhere from 12 to 14. He just got into comics, and he's always asking us what good comics to read. He's a huge Batman fan. He's looking for Green Lantern now. So it's like, we talk to this kid and tell him what comics are good. And my friend Rob has read more of the current Marvel and DC stuff, so he's more help to him. But it's fun talking to someone so young and enthusiastic. Now we've got Paper Girls, number 25. Ooh, big 25th anniversary issue, or regular size one. Our Paper Girls have been in the future. Heliotrope and Puce. Those are my school colors, by the way, in college. SUNY Purchase. Heliotrope and Puce, or pink and purple. So pink is heliotrope, purple is puce. Yeah, those are our school colors. But anyway, here we go with Paper Girls. The story continues. They're in the future. What would have ever guessed after when I first picked this up, it would be a time travel story. I didn't, but not really much to say about Paper Girls except it continues. The story is about Paper Girls they don't deliver paper. They haven't delivered papers since issue 1, the first 10 pages. Since then, they've just been lost in time and trying to figure out what's going on and wandering around. So, Paper Girls. What was it? Cliff Chang and Brian K. Vaughan, in case you were interested. And the last book of the week is The Magic Order, issue number 4. Mark Miller and Olivier Coipel. I think this is a 6-issue mini. There's the, I always say Mark Miller's the master of the expected. He telegraphs his shots, but he does it well. And this is the sort of lost son of the Magic Order. Like, the Magic Order is this whole family of magicians, and there's like a civil war going on in the family. And one side of the family is killing the other side of the family to get more power or whatever. And this guy right here is the guy who quit the family in Magic years ago. Something to do with his daughter dying. We don't really know exactly. But you just know he's going to come and save the day by issue 6. So it's just one of those stories. Some very nice artwork. You know, that sort of, what do you call it? That, the guy who did the Ultimates. Brian Hitch sort of photo realism he's going for. Not quite Brian Hitch photorealistic, but along those lines. So it's a fun story. It's, magicians killing other magicians. Hey, that's all our books for the week. Wow. So let me give you a little look at my background artwork. This is another large marker drawing I was doing, but this one actually came from. This is one of my ASMR drawings. I have to see if I can find the service cake. I drew this on 3/20/2014, and I decided I wanted to blow it up and make it into something big. So that's what I did. Here's the large. You can see that's all lots of nice dark ink with arrows, and you can see I had to change things up on it. There's more, being that this face is now bigger. Like that little tower there became a silhouette, and different little lines in there. And let's see, the ear there is blank. We've got some texture on the ear there. The hair there, it's just straight lines, and of course the clouds went black. But those are just I put more stuff along the edge here. And I also turned this, what kind of here is a jawline got turned into a beard, with the triangles going up and the triangles going down. So this kind of, it's funny, this kind of went from a sort of androgynous face to a more male face because of the beard, and these lines right here turned more into a mustache with the advent of that bottom line. But there you go. Just a little look at the beginnings and how things change when you do things bigger on a drawing, and you guys have a good week out there.